What up? Is all this shit working here? I don't know. We're doing it live, you guys. It's the first time I've been live on this computer. I wanted to try it out and see how everything works. So this one probably won't be a super long stream. I'm just going to look at the 3 new characters, some of the balance changes and updates to the game itself, and then throw 3,000 crystals at the banner and be done with it. So I think I have to go pick a friend up from work in like an hour anyway. So it won't be too long, just kind of testing everything out. Of course, you guys let me know how the audio levels are, music, and my audio. The acoustics in this room are a little bit weird because I don't have enough sound absorbing material in here yet, but it is what it is, you guys. I got my Goku and Gohan Pulp Fiction shirt on, so hopefully we can come out with Goku and Gohan on the summon itself. So they added a ton of stuff, you guys. In the PvP, that's kind of the stuff that I like the most. There's cool new little systems for not only reporting people and keeping track of the disconnectors, but you can also like compliment your enemies when you face them after you're done, which is, it's kind of cute. I wish they'd add more options like your connection sucks plus 0 points. I think that would be amazing. What is good, Chris, Zero, Trigger, Trenton, Kristen, all of you guys, Brandon as well. Brandon Chase, I saw you. Shout outs to all you guys in the chat. I appreciate it. This probably won't be something super long, so I'm just gonna kind of jump through this really quickly. See, of course, you got people calling me while I'm trying to do stuff. So, but I love this right here. When you go into the battle history, you can now report people and you can specify like what they did wrong. Of course, I'm not actually reporting this guy. We're just showing it off. And I already sent him a message. Let's send JoJo a message here. Perfect, you smell strong. Your beef is strong. And we'll send him a point there. So I thought that was pretty cool. I really thought that was pretty neat that they're just kind of adding quality of life improvements to the game as well. I need to finish out my daily adventures here. Yeah, forget about the person calling. They can wait. They're not important. So let's say we go to do a brilliant city. Right here, it tells us. You don't have to hit details and click through a couple extra loading screens to see what we need. So let's go ahead and finish all of our daily adventures for today. I did buy the Vegeta. I was at like 2,900 stones, bought the Vegeta, so I'm at like right around 4K, but I figured I would throw 3,000 of them. You know, you need to save some for stamina refreshes and daily summons and stuff like that, so can't spend all 4,000 of them. Come on. Alright, let's accept the adventure. Then we'll go look at the new units real quick. I'll throw some stones at it, and I'll probably do a separate video if I get other ones of them, because I already have Vegeta. I'll probably do a separate video showcasing them, since everyone on YouTube seems to love those videos. But how are y'all doing this fine evening? Final Form Frieza is still 2 stars. I kept getting Final Form Frieza off the Masters Pack non-stop, Trenton. They wouldn't stop giving it to him. Like, each Masters Pack, there's that one unit that I keep getting over and over again. For Masters Pack 1, it was like Frieza and Ginyu. And for Masters Pack 2, it's Kid Goten. Every sparking that I've gotten on a daily single has been Kid Goten. So, let's jump in. There's a bunch of other summon banners in the game, you guys. If you guys have no issues with money, then have at them, you know, summon for the characters you need. I already have almost every single character across all of them, so for me, like this stuff right here, this is kind of trappy. That's kind of trappy right there as well. But if you guys need specific ones of these characters, it's not really a trap. It's just really dependent on what you need for your roster. Let's do some daily summons here while I'm just blabbering. God, there's so many banners. I think this is mostly in preparation for the tournament we're about to get, you guys. They want everyone to have the character, because I believe how it's going to work is just having the character in your roster will give you access to using it in the Battle Royale, and then it'll be like 7 stars and fully soul boosted. So even if you only have them at 1 star, for that tournament, it should fully unlock everything. So that's how I believe it's going to be, because they want it, you know, kind of even across the board, but you may not be able to use a character if you don't at least own them in some capacity. So I was really looking at that hero there. Of course, really all the thing we care about today are the new units. But how did you guys summons go? Let me know in the comments. Did you guys get all 3 of the new units? Only 2? Only 1? Did you get none and have to buy the Vegeta? What's up, Nate? How are you doing? Actually, Nate, I'll mod you, Nate. You deserve it for show. I know you quite well. What's up, Cosmic? What's up, Mo Vegeta? Austin Burleson. Tell me how it looks, you guys. Everything look nice around here. Hopefully it looks clean. I'm only doing this one at 1080p, 60 frames per second, so we could theoretically go higher. We're not doing any summons on those. Only the dailies, and then we're going to do 3,000 on the new USTS 10. There's tickets for it as well, so even if you get screwed a little bit, there's always a chance for free redemption. Yeah, the Buu is an amazing unit, you guys. The EX, skinny, gray, Majin Buu on this banner. I think his power level is like the 3rd highest in the game out of all units, including Sparkings, except for Pan and Broly transformed, of course. I think those are the only 2 units that just naturally have a higher power level. Excellent. It's good to know that it looks pretty good. Clean and great. Thanks, Nate. I'm glad everything looks pretty good. I have night mode turned on my monitor, so everything, it's got the blue light filter, so everything looks like way oversaturated. But as long as you say it looks good, that's what matters. Take my energy. Christian, thank you very much. Hopefully we get something good. The dailies, you guys, this is kind of all good news right here, you guys, because my summons have been completely dead for at least a week. So ever since the God Vegeta came out, all my dailies have been heroes. Nothing good. So a streak of bad luck might mean that we might get lucky. You didn't get nothing. I'm sorry. Hopefully the tickets deliver you the Goku and the Gohan at least, and then if you can scrounge up enough money, you could buy the Vegeta and clear the banner that way. This game hates me. It hates me a little bit. Usually my luck comes in waves. Nohan, I will be participating in the Battle Royale, but how far I get, you know, that depends. I would love to participate. Unfortunately, there's no prize money. And look, this banner right here hated me. I've not gotten a single one of those Sparkings off that banner. It's terrible. I cannot run the Neo waifus. I gotta use KO Khalifa, and I didn't get mine either. So I'm using KO Khalifa Pan or KO Khalifa Yellow 18. Alright, 1 pod. It's a daily. Come on. We can probably skip this, but he's anti-regen as well. Yes, the Majin Buu, because in the series he fights Fat Buu, who's then turned good at that point by expelling the evil. So they did give him that anti-regeneration on a regeneration team. That's pretty interesting. Really, that Majin Buu doesn't fight anybody else. He only fights Fat Buu, absorbs him, then becomes Super Buu. So it does make sense. I love how the developers, even though they might misname special moves like Super Saiyan 3 Goku's Ultimate Arts Technique, at least they have good attention to detail. Like when the new Rage Vegeta uses his green card and he grabs his face, it's a direct copy right from the show. Alright, that is everything except for the new banner here. We'll do the daily, and then I'll jump in, review the characters, and then I'll kind of finish out by throwing the 3,000 at it. Out of all the new characters, I do think, personally, without really looking at them, I've kind of briefly looked at them. There were a lot of pods right there. I do think Gohan is probably the best, and then if you're sticking with Sparkings, it would then probably be Goku and then Vegeta. It depends. Both of them are kind of situational. The Super Saiyan 3 Goku is an early game unit, and the Vegeta is an anchor unit, a end of game, and he's a support as well. Look at Chatsu. But yeah, I do think that it's probably Gohan, Goku, then Vegeta. But the EX Boo, he's honestly, I think it'd be like Gohan, EX Boo, and then Goku, Vegeta, honestly. But let's look at the units really quickly. I just want to look at what their cards do, everything. I'm sure you guys have probably looked them over in detail. But this Burst Rush right here, you guys, I love how this Gohan plays super similarly to his Dragon Ball FighterZ counterpart, where you can stack up the green cards. Apparently they only last for 20 seconds, but there are ways that you can kind of roll them out pretty quickly with him. So that Burst Rush looks amazing. I'm going to Kamehameha, it's pretty standard for everybody here. Yeah, always shafted, the EX card, and it has a 0.5% drop chance, so it's even more rare to get the EX Boo than it is to get any one of the Sparkings on the banner. How crazy is that, that an EX unit is technically better? That card art right there looks fire. I love the Kid Boo in the background, just the purple and the color scheme to it. That looks amazing. Really not going to look at his Kamehameha because it's literally a carbon copy of the Kamehameha Super Saiyan 3 does, and same with Vegeta here. The Galagun, it's a carbon copy. So the character models, you know, maybe not a lot of effort went into those, but his green card looks really cool, and he's just missing a halo right here. So Gohan, I do think that Gohan is probably your best bet. He's good kind of resurrection for the hybrids meta because they have been kind of lacking, but I don't know. I think they really need like a purple or a yellow unit because, as you can see, they paired Trunks on this banner as well, the Kid Trunks, because he's, of course, your hybrids matchup with Gohan to counter purple units, which is, of course, what Gohan gets stomped by. So his stats are pretty good. Critical's a little lower than what we've seen with some other units recently. Strike attack is reasonable. Comes with red and yellow, and he's a melee type. Wish he had 2 reds, but he's kind of like IT Goku 2.0 also. Nothing special, nothing special, nothing special. They can swap out of this buff, downgrade, yeah, so enemy can swap out of that unless they're the last one left alive. This, however, this is super cool here. But again, it doesn't say that there's a time limit on it, so we'll have to play test that, but people said that there is definitely a time limit, like of 20 timer counts on each one of these upgrades, except for the 4th one, obviously. But, his card brings the passive. Yeah, dude, he's so good, Gohan. I really want him. Like, I really do. Massive. And Restore Key, that's like Gogeta right there. Almost identical to Gogeta's with the 50 Key Restore. This is cool. It's like IT Goku. He has that cover passive where he can save you and prevent all damage once. Not only will he get an Ultimate Arts card, but he'll get a second usage of that. Hybrids, if you get him, you get San family. It's basically like the Kaioken Goku. Like once you get him to 5 stars, he'll be able to join the San family as a really effective buffer. Yeah, I know Namukurai, I know he's not missing the halo, but in terms of the character model in the game, all they changed was removing the halo. I know he's alive and it's from later in the series. Like, he's not missing the halo, just the character model. That's what I meant. That's all I meant. I'm gonna head over. Brandon, you're gonna head over. Oh, you would interrupt. You would interrupt. OG, I am live streaming. I got a computer that can actually do it now, so I figured I would do a test stream. I've got like 30, 44 more minutes to kill, 30, 40 minutes. Figured I would test everything out. So hopefully it looks and sounds good. Hopefully audio levels, everything's not too bad. Let's see here. We need a song, though. We need music. Alright, so San family is getting scary, but then of course you always have Chi-Chi to balance them. The following effects occur when he vanishes. He gets a green card, so this is a good way to kind of like you'd see in Dragon Ball FighterZ where people just instantly power up their Gohan. This would be a good way to milk out those green cards right there. And then the 20% of damage inflicted is nice too. And this is IT Goku right here. This cover rescue, literally the same as IT Goku. It comes in, it saves your rear end. It was super useful, but IT Goku was always lacking offensive stats. He was really, really good when the sidestep meta was around because he could use his green card to keep his ki restore up, pump his main, get another blue card. You can use that as a counter, but the sidestep was really where all of his offensive power was, and when that left, he's not so good anymore. So Goku here, very similar to Heart Virus Goku, live streaming PvP soon. I probably will. I want to make sure everything works smoothly and stuff before I start live streaming actual like gameplay, but it seems like everything's going well. But also, I want to see how long it takes for the stream to like auto upload to YouTube and stuff. So this is just a test run, you guys. But okay, back to the Goku. He's red, which is extremely useful because other than God Q, there aren't a whole lot of extremely good red Saiyans in the meta right now, so that's always appreciated. His stats are more ranged oriented, which is curious. I mean, it's fine, you know. Most of our Gokus that are functional right now are melee type, so it's okay that he's ranged finally. They're definitely going to release something big after all these trap banners. I think it's the tournament that's coming next, Ellie. They're really trying to pump everything up and get everyone's rosters ready for the tournament. But yeah, so again, we have Super Saiyan 3 San Family Saiyan. You can build them obviously on Saiyans, on Mono Red, on San Family teams, who would actually pair really well with a 5-star Blue Kaioken Goku. Alright, nothing out of the ordinary there. Sorry, I'm just kind of proceeding through some of this stuff rather quickly. Major impact damage plus 20% to special move damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. This is a good buff for a blue card. This is what we like to see because the enemy can't sub out of this. It's not a debuff applied to the enemy. It just goes directly to Goku's power for his next blue card. So that is quite good. Restore zone ki by 30 and 20% to special move damage. So you can stack this with the blue card for 40% to your next blue card. This guy is all about chaining buffs and really getting himself out there to do as much damage as possible early on in the fight. This main is perfectly in line with that, applies the following effects. 10% to damage inflicted. It's basically like applying Gogeta's permanent passive temporarily. That's what this main ability is. Every time he uses a red card, it'll stack red damage. Every time he uses a yellow card, it'll stack yellow damage. But it's not permanent. It doesn't last forever, so I don't know. Again, he's really good for the beginning of the fight, and then he kind of drops off really quickly. But thankfully, he doesn't hurt himself. That was the huge, like, worst part about the Heart Virus Goku, is that he would kill himself. Red, strike, and blast attack. He's a great bench unit for your red, blue, or red, green, sorry, red, green teams if you're building that type of archetype. And he'll buff the God Cube if you pair them together as well. So, or Super Majin Vegeta, so if you're building some team like that. Starting at full power, this is the real lore of Super Saiyan 3. Kind of another reason I love that the devs kind of pay attention to what's going on, because the purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku we have now is dead. He is a late game character. Like, all his buffs happen later in the fight, and that's when he can just output massive amounts of damage. This one is an early game character where it's front loaded. All of his power is front loaded in the beginning of the fight. And the logistics behind that being that when Goku is dead, he doesn't require stamina. It's basically kind of like an android where there is no direct drain on his stamina. So that's when Super Saiyan 3 is most useful, when there's no stamina drain. But for the living Saiyans, it has an immense drain on stamina, and this just kind of displays that perfectly, which sucks for the character late game, but it's really cool they pay attention. What is up, DBSTL fan? Another YouTuber, you guys. So anyone in here is interested in Dokkan and Legends content, be sure to check out DBSTL fan in your spare time. Definitely one of my buddies. He gets art from me and stuff, making overlays and stuff. So yeah. Oh well, Trigger. I will be saving most of my stones. I only have 3,000 to spend, so it's not that big of a deal. We skipped the second passive there. Just try and hit me. Alright, -5 to strike and blast arts, and increases his arts card draw speed. Just stuff to, again, front load all of his power so you can just pump and dump in the beginning of the fight. And there was two other characters we still have to look at. The Vegeta here, support character, but he's actually not bad. I was kind of reading through all of this, and it's not until I got to the very end where I got excited. But red, yellow brings that. He's more blast oriented, kind of as well, like the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Nothing out of the ordinary here. And this is one of the debuffs we don't really like because the enemy can sub out of it. What's up, Barricade? What's up, Goten Uramashi? I want Blue Gogeta as well, Nate. Definitely want Blue Gogeta. I'm doing well, Goten. How are you doing? I hope that the week is shaping up to end well for all of you guys. But again, enemy can sub out of this unless it's a one-on-one situation when you're locking them in or when they're like the last character left alive, so be aware of that. This is pretty cool. This is a good support ability. Blast damage inflicted by allies increases based on the number of defeated battle members. So it doesn't specify defeated allies. So if you've defeated an enemy, I'm assuming that unless this is worded incorrectly, that you can pump up your allies based off how many enemies and allies are defeated. So this will stack well with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku that's on this banner. It'll stack well with Broly as well because he loves blast damage. All these new banners. These aren't really new banners, Metro. They're just kind of for newer players. They're old banners for newer players. Like, I've been playing since day one, so these banners are not super useful for me, but if you just started like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and you have a lot of money, these banners would be great. They'd be super great. What's up, Cameron Robinson? How are you doing? And JCV Goku, how are you doing, my friend? We were just looking at these cards, and then I'm going to throw 3,000 stones at this banner. Nothing crazy. And then probably finish up there, maybe throw some characters into training or something, but is that music? Alright, cool, everything seems to be working. I'll grind you into dust, draw a blue card, restores on health by 20% and 80% to the next special move damage, which can't be cancelled. So this last page here is where this Vegeta starts to get more attractive looking. The first 2 pages of status and arts, not so great. Z ability here is super interesting. This is a first for this game, you guys, in terms of this type of Z ability. We have a character, once you get him to 5 stars, not only does he buff his own element, but he buffs red as well, which of course, purple, purple, red is the archetype that you want to run, you know, so the devs, they've really thought deep into this right here, and this is new. I'm actually excited for this because it's just kind of purpose-built for the dual color meta team build. So I thought that that was really, really cool right there. It just sucks that it's kind of gated behind a paywall. I don't really like that about the Z abilities, you guys. But it is what it is. I love the game, so we just kind of deal with what we get. We have to deal with it. You'll pay for this. The following effects occur when 2 allies are defeated. So this one will not trigger based off of your enemies being defeated like the green card seems to. But 2 allies are dead. You will draw a special arts card next, your green card. Restore your own health by 50% and ki by 60, 70% to strike damage inflicted, and reduces damage received by 50% for 10 timer counts. That's a mouthful right there, you guys. But this passive is like taking Bojack and being like, oh, Bojack, you think you're a good anchor character, Bojack? Oh, no, sit down. Like, this is the best anchor buff that we have in the game right now. This is ridiculous right here. It's an awesome anchor buff. And then, of course, when this character enters the battlefield, 20% to own ki recovery if there is another Bulma or Vegeta character that's been defeated. I don't think they integrated the feeling that this Vegeta is actually from Super into the card. Like, other than when you use his green card and he has that pose, there's, you know, I don't know. It doesn't really feel like this is the Vegeta from the Beerus fight. But maybe that's just because the character model is, like, identical to the other Vegeta that we have almost. But this next ability here is great as well. It's very similar to Broly's passive that he gets with movies units. 20% to damage inflicted against Tag Saiyan or Hybrid Saiyan for 20 seconds when this character is switched to standby. So again, not the same as Broly's passive, but you will be facing lots of Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans, so every time Vegeta swaps out, whoever comes in gets the new buff. U1010. I got a big computer, bro. This is a full tower with a Threadripper and GTX 1080 Ti in it. It is really nice. It is really nice to not have to use a laptop for once. What's up, Alter Ghost? You finally got Final Form Cooler. I am super happy for you. I know how much you wanted that unit. I'm, again, really happy for you because now you can run your Lineage of Evil team. Vegeta family members. Yes. I don't know why I said that out loud. I was reading a comment. But Super Saiyan 2, we need a good leader unit for Super Saiyan 2 teams because then you could pair this Vegeta with like Majin Vegeta, the yellow Super Saiyan 2 Goku. I feel like that's a forgotten about possible team build in this game right now because there's no Z abilities or anything that kind of unifies Super Saiyan 2s. But that is all of the new sparkings. Where is the EX Boo? This guy's card art looks sick as well. Why? I think they just mislabeled this guy. I think he's supposed to be a sparking, but then at the last second they're like, oh, he's not very popular. He doesn't really fight anyone. Let's make him an EX unit. But I love this blue card where he like turns around and bends over. Awesome. Otaku Jaku, I appreciate the subscribe. I should have notifications that pop up on screen, but I don't know. I customized all of this rather quickly, so hopefully it works. If not, I'll have to tinker with it. But yeah, love that animation on that blue card right there. We have 84,000 blast attack on an EX unit. If you get him highly starred, his stats are going to be even better. And 50k, 50k. Again, these stats right here, although his health is a little bit low, but these stats right here are definitely rivaling a lot of early game sparking units and even some of the mid-release sparking units. As well, his cards come with poison and paralyze. Like, are we sure this is an EX unit? Wow, he's so strong. That's awesome. Absorption and regeneration. So, in my mind, I feel like you would replace Kamikolo on your bench for regeneration teams and then potentially run the Majin Buu Pure Evil with Zamasu and then, the third unit. I don't know, you could keep Janemba or you could run whatever color you need, but I've been really enjoying the Piccolo as well, the green Piccolo post-revamp. So then you'd be blue, green, red. If you keep Janemba, you could do blue, purple, red. I don't know. Either way, this card is awesome. I really, really like that. 116 people watching Brandon Chase. That's pretty good, actually. That's best in terms of my stream for my old Final Fantasy streams. I don't think I ever really broke 30 people. So to all 113 of you, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. You're awesome. Strike, Impact, Blast, Impact. Of course, there's no special effects on this page, but we already know that they come with potential paralyze and poison on them. Guilty Flash, major impact damage, plus 70% to own special move arts power for 10 timer counts. An extremely good buff. So if you can blue card into blue card, just within 10 seconds, you're at 70% bonus damage there. 35% to blast damage inflicted and 25 timer counts. Minus 80% to health restoration. So you would likely want to match this up against Zamasu, against Piccolo, even against the new Vegeta. He's got a 20% heal and the 50% on his anchor heal. So that would work out quite well. We got a lot of healers in the game now. Are they going to buff Super Saiyan 1 Goku and Super Saiyan 1 Vegeta? I don't know, Trenton, because the Super Saiyan 1 Goku is the most free-to-play friendly sparking unit. What I mean by that is he's summonable generally, but you can level up, you get him first. So a lot of new players are probably running the Super Saiyan 1 Goku, which really hurts his chances of ending up in the bottom 5. Same thing with like the Spirit Bomb Goku from the exchange shop. Because he's free, lots of new players will have access to him, and that's going to hurt their chances of actually ending up in the bottom 5. So I would love to see the Super Saiyan 1 Future Trunks, the red one. He definitely needs a buff, but I'm not sure if Goku will ever see it anytime soon just because of how easy it is to get him. Like, you can just stop playing for 2 weeks. You get the comeback bonus. They give you that Goku. So I don't think he's going to end up in the bottom 5 anytime super soon, but Trunks definitely has a chance to end up there, and Vegeta. Basically, all you guys just don't use those units. If you want them to get buffed, don't use them. It sucks, I know, but that's basically what we have to do. Yeah, Trigger, Paralyze and Poison on his cards. It is amazing. Evil Unleashed, draw a special move arts card. So this is your way of doubling up on blue cards. You would draw the first one naturally, use it, get the 70% buff, use the main ability, get another 50% to damage inflicted. So that puts the special move up to 120% boosted damage. And you get his ki back by 50, so you can almost instantly use it. This is like a nuker card right here. This Majin Buu is a pretty good nuking unit, actually. 19 base regeneration blast attack. That's fine. He's an EX unit. It jumps up to element blue if you get him up to 5 stars there. If you get Evil Buu and Gohan, I do want all these new units, but you guys only have 3,000 crystals, so we might have to wait for tickets before the stuff really comes through. Evil Intimidation. Every time Buu enters the battlefield, 20% to damage received for 20 timer counts. Wait, inflicts the enemy. Okay, so they take 20 extra damage percent. and it reduces their their arts card draw speed by 1 for 15 timer counts. Quite good, and 50% damage to regeneration. As a regeneration unit, he does damage to regeneration. So if you're fighting a regeneration unit, you've used the blue card and the main, you're then up to 170% boosted damage on his next blue card. So if you're fighting a Janemba, a Zamasu, someone in regeneration, use a blue, use the main, plus this passive, 170% boosted blue card damage. That's freaking absurd, you guys. That's crazy. All right, let's do some summons, because I don't have too much time left. Jump in, throw 1,000 at it. I got 2 more. Again, you guys, I'm kind of a poor budget player. I spent all my money on my computer. Merry Christmas. Oops, that was a lot of pods. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. Bad luck for a long time sometimes ends well. I don't know what's about to happen here. I did hit the download all button, so we may end up with only EX units here. But we're not going to know ahead of time. So I didn't forget this time. Look in the middle. I've still yet never seen the Super Saiyan 3 animation personally, like in my own game. But I think we're only going to be getting EX units off this one, you guys. We didn't have any of the telltale signs that we'd be getting anything better. I think the new Gohan is amazing. The worst part about the new Gohan is that he's green. Literally, that's the worst part about him because... Wait, did I do the wrong banner? Oh, is there like a 999 one that I skipped? Well, that's fine. What did I summon on? Oh, okay. Come on, let's get through that. Oh, Lord. What did I summon on? I didn't summon on the wrong one, it's just I wouldn't have gotten the 999s, but there is a theory that some people say that summoning on the not 999 versions is the more lucky one. But it's cool. We didn't get anything off. Yeah, there is a new Extreme Super Saiyan Vegeta that I haven't looked at all. He just wasn't like super amped up ahead of time by Reddit or anything like that. So, oh, $2, bro. Yo, can I get to mid 40s level? How do you get to 50? It's really tough after 40. It's because you're starting to queue up against better players. Like the game, as soon as you hit rank 40. It automatically ticks you into a pool of generally higher ranked players. So you just have to be very diligent about not making mistakes. The thing that costs me almost all my battles in this game is making mistakes. Like doing something, panic swiping, or seeing the exclamation point and vanishing, but it turns out to be a tap blast and getting hemmed up because of that. So we got that Vegeta there. Actually, I haven't been looking at all. But thank you for the $2, Richard. It's really just a patience game, you know? There are some people that are also just laggy. You just have to maintain about a 60% win rate, and you will continue to level even if you'll lose some matches here and there. Did we get anything new there? No. Nothing new, you guys. This is the 999 banner this time here, but again, I wasn't going into this expecting a whole lot. USTS 10 is potentially worth summoning on a little bit, but unless you have no issues with budget, you may want to wait and see what your tickets give you first. There's no reason to really rush into this banner. I'm only doing 3,000 stones right here to kind of test out the stream and make sure everything looks okay. Yeah, it depends on what teams you want to run as well, you guys. The game roster is getting to the point where you don't necessarily have to summon on all banners. Like, if you want to run a females team, summon on the females banner. If you don't want to run females, don't summon on it. There's no reason to. Like, this is a fighting game. You pick a team that you want to run, and provided there's not any insane power creep, the team will pretty much always be relevant, especially like, you know, when new units do come out that kind of revive the team. So this game is totally about running mostly what you like and what you can build based off your summons, but it's not like, oh, I have to summon on every single banner. I just, you know, I make videos, so it'd be nice if I could showcase some of the new units in a timely fashion while they're still trending. But we didn't get anything, you guys. We didn't even get an EX boo. We got nothing. But hopefully we have some tickets that'll come through there. Again, you guys, I'm pretty low budget, so there's not much else I can do in terms of purchasing crystals right now. We'll throw a single at it because we got 895. But, you pull any Spark? No, I did buy the Vegeta. I purchased Vegeta, but I did not pull any, and that's the end of my stones right there for the most part. Juggernaut, what's going on? You late? You just got home. You're not late. This is a pretty short stream right here. We're only doing about 45 minutes or so. Absolute here, but did one multi and got the new Goku. What's up, Absolute? Thank you for the $2. I'm super stoked that you got the new Goku, man. He can build on red teams super well, Saiyan teams super well, and he is just an early game burst unit. He will just dominate early on, but you got to use him within about the first 45 seconds. That's about his cutoff limit right there. So we got an EX unit, you guys. Let's actually, there was one thing before I wrap everything up. There was an EX Vegeta. He is worth looking at. Right here. Wow, I actually kind of I like the card art for him. For him in the background, just like leaving the hell alone. Alright, what does he do? Is this a Gallic gun as well here? See more people pull Sparkings than EX boosts. That's true. The pull rate for Sparkings, let's look at that really quickly here. The pull rate for Sparkings is all 1%. But EX Boo is only 0.5. Alright, we got Ultimate Gohan, Super Saiyan 3, all 1%, 1%, 1%. But Majin Buu here, 0.5%. So it's harder, mathematically speaking, to pull the EX units than it is to pull the brand new Sparkings. It's all up to just random dumb luck and chance at the end of the day, but just on paper, the EX units are more rare than the Sparkings. However, alright, there's a caveat to that, alright? The caveat, two more. Richard Wade, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that. We are not going to stop. We're going to be pumping out plenty of content now that I have this new computer here. I super appreciate that, though, Richard. Richard and Absolute, I appreciate all you guys. Even just the viewers. You don't have to give money for me to appreciate you. Here, take a nice big internet hug. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, the EX units are more rare than Sparkings, but there's the caveat to that, is that on every single banner, to my knowledge, the entire EX pool is available. Like, unlike banners like, you know, Ultra Space Time 10, there's 5 featured Sparking units and nothing else. Every banner moving forward, to my knowledge, will have all the EX units on it. So you do have a better chance to pull the boos and stuff like that in the long run, but right now, it's just, he's only a 0.5% chance versus 1%. So it is harder to get him and the new Vegeta than the new Sparking units here. Check this guy out real quick. Strike attack, 72, 71. His defenses aren't that bad. He is a defense type. I see that now. Red and yellow. Everyone on this banner, I think, brings red and yellow. That's like literally the thing. I don't think anyone doubles up on a card specifically. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing out of the ordinary. It is Gallic Gun. I played it, but I didn't actually look at it. Inflicts enemy with a tribute downgrade. They can sub out of that. Unlock form of defense. He's okay, you guys. He's definitely usable, but I'm not going to say he's optimal on your team. Restores on health by 25% and ki by 50. Inflicts all enemies with a tribute downgrade plus 10. Okay, that's pretty cool right there. I need to get to the third page before I open my mouth. I always do that. The third page is where all the good stuff is. Blast attack. He's another double color buffer. That's cool. Element blue or purple. I like that. I like that a lot. Although, blue and purple is not a synergistic Z ability buff like the other Vegeta, the Rage Vegeta. He actually synergizes with a core team, but this guy does not here. Those colors don't pair super well together. Fate, strike up. 20% strike damage is inflicted for 20 timer counts when face attack Android. That's not going to happen too often until we get Super Android 17 and Super 13 and possibly 21 and Android 8 and some new androids. Definitely need more androids. And 20% to damage inflicted per defeated battle member. Okay. Sorry to interrupt, just straight informative content. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate you very much. Like, you have no idea. I don't think I've ever actually gotten live donations before. So you guys are first. This is my first stream on the new computer. And first. Lots of firsts all around here. I'm glad I came on here to test all this stuff out. EX Vegeta. That was him. I did burn all my crystals already, you guys, though. So there's not too much going on there. There's a couple other new things. I'm sure that most of you guys know about them already. But doing this daily battle every day is amazing. You get like 4 4 friendship levels. I already did it, but you get 4 friendship levels, like 1,000,000 EXP, some other useful stuff. Definitely be doing that every day. And I don't know, you guys are probably all pretty much regular players in here. What else? Did they add anything else that was super, super important? I don't think so. Of course, I haven't finished all the story, you guys. Don't judge me. I like saving something to do for a rainy day. Alright. Let's go to the news real quick and just check up on everything. I won't be doing Sayonara. I won't be doing any PvP today or right now just because I have to go pick a friend up from work. But I will definitely be streaming. See, I got more people calling me here that I need to go pick up. But we'll ignore that for now. We'll ignore that for now. Just to check out this news here. Let's Fight. We covered that. The sales. These are like pseudo sales where you pay the same amount. They just give you more crystals. Buy the Vegeta if you can afford them. I've bought every single one of those starter packs that have come out, you guys. I know I don't spend much on the game, but guaranteed character and a multi, that's one small way that I do support the game, I guess. Ultra Space Time 10, the guaranteed tickets, all these kind of weird banners that, again, are not super helpful for me. I think we covered pretty much everything, you guys. Why don't I collect my presents? I will show you why I cannot collect my presents. Well, I can probably collect like 1 or 2 of them, but that's about it. This inventory accepted. I can't, like, I got 1 of them. I got 1 of them. That is why I do not accept my presents, because I always have 999 skip tickets, you guys. And I've used them on the, not so much the chocolate event, but I used a lot of them on the trunks, the future trunks. Damn, it's getting desperate. You have, no, they're not unclaimed crystals. We did get 350 crystals, and I did grab those, you guys. These are all skip tickets. These are all skip tickets. I don't think there's much else that I have to talk about right now, specifically. Cosmic X, don't worry that you're leaving, because I'm going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. This was just kind of a test run, you guys. I'm glad it seemed like everything worked really, really well. At least it seemed to. And, of course, yeah, I'll be on Discord later tonight. What else? What else? What else? I don't think there's anything else yet, you guys. I'm going to train up the Vegeta, and then I can at least showcase him. Well, I'm going to continue training him. Okay. Nope, no crystals. I did get all the crystals. I checked the presents after long maintenances and stuff like that. So let's throw some more bells on this guy here. We have plenty to spare. The sooner I get him to level 2000, I can showcase the Vegeta. Hopefully, do I buy skip tickets? No, but I do pick them on the daily login bonus when I need them. But they give out so many skip tickets, it's absurd. Like PvP gives out so many, I can't use them all. I used them all for the grind for the Fury Broly Souls as well as for the Kid Goku, and then they gave them all back to me. Like, I did buy the New Year's, those stupid goodie bags came with a ridiculous amount of, like, 400 skip tickets they came with. You have to bring Shallot along. No, you do not have to bring Shallot to get the friendship points. You can only bring 1 character to the fight, only 1, and whoever goes in gets the 1,000,000 EXP. Your other teammates get like 200,000, and that 1 character gets the 4 friendship levels, if you don't have him leveled up already at all. Showcase Goku Super Saiyan 3 Red, Sayonara. I don't have him yet. I need to pull him first. So, what team are you running? Right now, I have been running these teams that you can see. Not this one. This is a training team right here. I've been running, not so much Lady Power, because I didn't get any of the new ladies, but I've been running this one right here, your age-old classic Saiyans team. I've been running a lot of this one right here. This team is just cheap and disgusting and really fun to use, just mainly because I love Janemba so much. And of course, you have the Trinity here, which I built this one with Kappa on it, haven't tried it out yet at all. LOA Movies, I threw the yellow Vegeta on here instead of Final Form Frieza just to test him out on a Movies team. And of course, one of my other favorite teams is the Purple Red. I did not showcase buffed Pan, Krillin, or Hercule. I only showed off the Piccolo and the Turles for the most part. PvP, I don't sleep, I live in France. Hey, I followed the DB Legends France account. They leak like all the information first over there. It's pretty cool. But it's cool to have international viewers as well. So thank you for watching from Virginia. Tomorrow I'll be able to give Shallot his move. Yes. I think that's about it, you guys. Those are the teams I'm running. I don't want to get caught up in PvP right now. As you see, I got people calling me. I gotta go pick somebody up from work in a second. I think we've covered pretty much everything, so probably be wrapping it up a little early. What banner should you summon on? That is a loaded question, Lapido. I highly recommend either joining my Discord, the Facebook group, or Demonte's Discord. Post your box so that we can see what you already have, because it's going to be most beneficial for you to pick a team you want to run. Like, out of all my teams here, like, pick one or some that you can run, that you want to run, and just focus on those. So obviously if you're focusing on movies and Saiyans, you don't need to be summoning on the females banners, you don't need to be summoning on regeneration banner, you don't need to be summoning on stuff like that. So you kind of just judge it based off your box and what you want to run. Richard Wade, thank you for another $2, man. That's really polite of you. I supremely appreciate that. I will be doing longer streams for sure. It's just tonight I kind of wanted to test everything, make sure it was working okay, and I kind of squeezed this in before I had to run out and do some stuff. But again, I do appreciate. Is Gogeta better than Kale and God Goku? Yes and no. Gogeta is better at dealing damage than both of those units. Kale is better at taking damage and being a nuisance for destroying cards upon swap in. And God Goku, you run on generally different teams than Gogeta. So he's really good in his own right for running with God Ki, for pairing with the Super Saiyan God Vegeta, although Gogeta theoretically could do that as well. But just different teams. So I think that Gogeta's definitely best in terms of dealing damage for sure. Utility is best on the God Goku, and defense best on Kale. That's kind of how they stack up. Yes, Brandon, go to any of my recent videos and look at the pinned comment. There's a link from my Discord in the pinned comment of all of my most recent videos. You agree with Richard? What did Richard say? Oh, do longer streams? He will be. He just got his legit set up, so he will, I'm sure. Brandon, yes, thank you for co-signing with me there. But, yeah, and also, you guys, I have options to play other games as well with this computer. So you may or may not see me streaming some other stuff. I'm definitely going to be covering the Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission for Nintendo Switch. Like, there's almost no way around it. That game looks pretty cool. Like, a card designer. Like, we could have streams and just sit here and design cards for, like, half an hour to an hour easily. Be designing cards and then going in and testing them in fights. So definitely expect some other games. Might not be all Dragon Ball stuff here. I definitely will be kind of doing, I don't know, trying to expand. Now that I have a computer, I can be, you know, a legitimate content creator in all aspects, all facets. So I got Gogeta. He buffed Fusion Warrior, strike, attack, and defense. Yes, that is a team that is not relevant yet, but it will be. Fusions is going to be huge in this game, you guys. You have stuff like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Obviously, we have Vegito, Super Vegito, Vegito Blue. Even Fused Zamasu should technically count as a fusion. So we're going to have Gogeta, of course, Gogeta Blue whenever he decides to show up, which I think is either going to be in March for the release of the movie in France, or it's going to be in April for the DVD release of the movie. Or that's kind of what I'm thinking. Wait, February, March. Yeah, so it's coming soon, you guys, whether or not they save it. Could also be for the first anniversary of the game. Definitely. Got Ultimate Gohan and Rage Vegeta 99 first multi. I'm jealous of your Gohan. I want to run the Gohan because I want to run the Hybrid Saiyans. Like, when Hybrid Saiyans were relevant, I never pulled Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So I could never run hybrids. Now they're going to be relevant again. Hopefully I can get the Gohan. I didn't get future Gohan either. So Gohan in this game, he kind of dodges me. Gohan doesn't like me too much. Fusion teams are going to be amazing. I have the Gogeta ready, and I have the Gotenks ready. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, that's another one that I forgot. Damn it. Alright, you guys, I do have to go pick up a friend from work. I could sit here and chat and BS with you guys like all night long. Like, seriously, if you look at some of my previous live streams, I've streamed for like 8, 9, 10 hours straight before. Expect that to be coming. I will be hosting longer streams, some other games. Like, I don't know if I'll be doing Dragon Ball Legends PvP for 9 hours straight. I think my eyes and fingers might be bleeding after that. But I do want to be covering and making videos for the upcoming Battle Royale. So stay tuned. And the tickets, we'll be doing Trash or Treasure videos. Hopefully if I can get some of these characters, I'll be showcasing them. How am I so high level? I started on day 1 of the game coming out. I actually started before day 1 on Renzi's APK, which came out, I believe, like 2 weeks or a week before the official release of the game on Android. And then I think it was like 30 days later before it came out on iOS. So I'm a pre-day 1 player, courtesy of Renzi. So DBZ.legends.space or DBZspace.legends, whatever it is, Renzi's website is extremely useful. Legends.dbz.space. That's what it is. Legends.dbz.space. I used to live stream on Twitch and YouTube when I was playing Final Fantasy Record Keeper. That was the game I was playing before Legends. I also have like a Monster Hunter stream, Dragon Ball Hyper Dimension, a bunch of other games. If you go to the section of my YouTube channel, previous live streams, you'll see they're all there. So did you on the beta? Yeah, that's why we started early. We got a little bit of a head start there. Mo Vegeta, you guys, I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming out. I'm just kind of rambling on now, but I have some stuff that I do have to do. I will be seeing you guys again extremely soon for definitely more live streams, more uploaded content as well, now that I can edit like White Hot Fire and be making some spicy memes and some good content for you guys. So expect to see me again soon. I supremely appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. And that's about it, you guys. We'll be seeing you again soon. I don't want to waste anyone else's time or any more of whoever I got to go pick up's time. Jenna, we're going to go pick her up. All right, you guys. I will see you again soon. Trenton, thank you for being here. Damian, Brian, for the donations. Richard Wade, thank you. Absolute, Brian, thank you. Richard Wade is the MVP. I need to set up the Stream Boss thing. Actually, I don't think I have that. But I'll get all that set up. We add a little bit more functionality to everything here. And I'll be seeing you guys again soon. Thank you for turning up for my first live stream on the new computer. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Have a good evening. We'll see you soon.
What makes you?